Hi dear students, welcome back to our Vidhyalakshmi School's YouTube channel. For today's topic, I have chosen appreciation of the poem in 12th standard metric English text, poem 3, Casuarina tree, appreciation questions. Okay, let us discuss appreciation questions. Okay, right. We have already learnt the paraphrasing, the meaning in this particular poem, and today we are going to discuss only questions and answers, that too 1 mark questions, right? Okay, right. Who is the poetess of Casuarina tree? It is Torudat. Which country does she belong to? She belongs to India, right? And this is Torudat. Like a huge python winding round and round. See, like a huge python. The first line shows that it's a simile, figure of speech. What is the figure of speech mentioned in the first line is simile. What's the comparison? Creeper is compared to a python. Okay, what creeper is doing? Winding round and round. Rugged trunk. Whose trunk is referred to here? Rugged trunk. It's a Casuarina tree's trunk. Who has made indented deep scars? The creeper has made deep scars on the trunk. Okay, up to its very summit near the stars. The creeper is reaching the stars. It means on the top of the tree. It reaches the top of the tree. Okay, a creeper claims. Who claims? Creeper claims. Creeper is compared to python already. I have told you, right? Whose embraces bound? Who is embracing whom? Another question is, who is embracing whom? Creeper is embracing the tree. No other tree could live. What does it mean? No other trees could live. It means if it were some other tree, not this one, other trees would die. Why it would die? Why would? Because the creeper embraces. Creeper, like a python, embraces, hugs very tightly, encircling very tightly, so that other trees will be killed. But gallantly, who is braveful? Who is brave in this place? The tree. Also, next line, the giant wears the scarf. Whom does the giant refer to? Another question is, whom does the giant refer to? This question may be asked. Giant refers to the tree, Casuarina tree. Wears the scarf. Who wears the scarf? Casuarina tree wears the scarf. Why does the poet call that Casuarina tree wears the scarf? Because flowers are like that. Flowers are hanging like that. So many flowers are there. Flowers completely covered the tree, so it's like women wearing the scarf, right? Okay, crimson clusters, crimson clusters. So what is the color of the flower? It's crimson. What's a crimson? It's a deep red, right? Deep red is crimson. Clusters means groups, right? Where are they? They are in the boughs, branches. What are boughs? Means branches. Whereon all day gathered birds and bees. Where birds and bees? Where are birds and bees gathered? They are gathered in the tree. Birds and bees, right? In which tree they have gathered? Casuarina tree, right? Okay. And oft at night, what happens at night? Garden overflows. Which is overflowing? Garden is overflowing. With what? With what garden is overflowing? Another question. It's overflowing with one sound, sweet sound. Another question is, who is making that sweet sound? Who is singing that song? Who is singing that song? It's darkling. Okay, it is cuckoo bird. Darkling refers to cuckoo bird. Okay, right. Which song does it seem to have no close? Which song has no end here? Which song has no close here? That's sweet song, right? Sweet song has no end for it. Okay. So, from where this sweet song is coming from? Okay, where the sweet song is coming from? It's coming from a tree. Tree refers to cashew tree. While men repose, what do men do at the time? Men are sleeping. They are taking a rest. Okay.
வருஷ கணக்காக கஷ்டப்பட்டு சம்பாதிச்சு ஒரு பள்ளிக்கூடத்தில் எடுத்துகிட்டு போய் உங்களோட பசங்களை சேர்க்குறீங்க. நீங்கள் சரியான ஸ்கூலில் தான் உங்கள் பசங்களை சேர்த்துருக்கீங்களா அப்படின்னு சொல்லி திங்க் பண்ண எவ்வளோ நேரம் நீங்கள் டைம் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணுறீங்க. இங்கே வித்யாலக்ஷ்மி ஸ்கூலுக்கு வாங்க, இங்கே இருக்கிற டீச்சர்ஸோடு நீங்கள் பேசி பாருங்கள். அது மட்டும் இல்லை, ஸ்கூலை சுற்றி பாருங்கள். இங்கே ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸஸ் அட்டன் பண்ணுறதுக்கு கூட அவங்க வாய்ப்புகள் ஏற்படுத்தி தருவாங்க. இங்கே தாங்க பேனல் போர்டு, டிஜிட்டல் பேட் எல்லாம் வச்சு கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிறாங்க. குழந்தைங்களுக்கு நல்லா புரிகிற மாதிரி எடுக்கிறாங்க. என் பசங்களும் இதே பள்ளிக்கூடத்தில் தாங்க படிக்கிறாங்க. நான் அவங்கள வெறும் ஆசிரியராக மட்டும் பார்க்கல. உங்கள் குழந்தைகள் தவறு செய்யும் பொழுது, அதாவது ஒரு உதாரணத்துக்கு நான் சொல்கிறேன், இப்போ ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸஸ் அவங்க எடுக்கும்போது இந்த குழந்தைங்க ஏதோ ஒரு தவறு செய்யும் போது அவங்க பெற்றோர்களாக, இன்னொரு பெற்றோர்களாக கூட நான் பார்க்குறேன். ஏன்னா அவங்க உரிமைகளோடு கண்டிக்கிறாங்க, ஃப்ரெண்ட்லியாக பிஹேவ் பண்ணுறாங்க. இதெல்லாம் பார்க்கும்போது எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமாக இருக்குது. நல்ல இடத்துல, அதாவது என்னோட குழந்தைங்கள சேஃப் ஹேண்ட்ஸில் வச்சுருக்கேன் அப்படின்னு நான் ஃபீல் பண்ணுறேன். நான் சொல்கிறத கொஞ்சம் திங்க் பண்ணுங்கள். வித்யாலக்ஷ்மி ஸ்கூல் தான் பெஸ்ட்டுன்னு உங்களுக்கு தோணும். இல்லைங்க, நீங்கள் 4-5 ஸ்கூலோட கூட கம்பேர் பண்ணி பாருங்கள். வித்யாலக்ஷ்மி ஸ்கூல் தாங்க சூப்பர். நான் சொல்கிறத கேளுங்க. உங்கள் பசங்களையும் வித்யாலக்ஷ்மி ஸ்கூலில் எடுத்து சேருங்க. உங்கள் குழந்தைங்கள பெஸ்ட் ஆக்குங்க.
And bees and birds are there. Okay, so scarves worn by women, it looks like. Okay, stanza 2, with my first casement is wide open. First question is, what is meant by casement? It's a window which opens like a door, right? Who is opening this casement? The poet is opening the casement. Okay, so 2 questions are possible in this first line. The second line, at dawn my eyes delighted on it rest. At dawn, at what time does she open the casement? She opens at dawn. It means sunrise. At sunrise, she opens the casement. My refers to whose eyes? My refers to the poet's eyes. It refers to poet's eyes. Okay. Whose eyes are delighted here? Whose eyes are delighted? Poet's eyes are delighted. Delighted means became happy. Why does her eyes become so happy, delighted? To see the tree rest. Okay. Sometimes and most in winter. What is next line? What is the season mentioned in this line? So it is a winter season. Okay. Next one is crest. A grey baboon sits statue like. Where does a grey baboon sit? Where is it sitting? It sits on the crest, on the top of the tree. Answer can be top of the tree or on the crest or on the summit of the tree. What is the color of the baboon? It is grey. One more question. What is a baboon? It's a large monkey available in Asia and Africa. If you write large monkey, that itself is an answer for you, right? Sits statue like. How it sits? How does it sits statue like? Okay, please remember 2 important questions can be asked. Recently in examination also it was asked, where does the baboon sit? It sits on the crest, right? It sits on the top of the tree. Okay. How does the baboon sit? How does the baboon sit? If they ask you this question, it sits like a statue and alone, watching the sunrise. What does it do? What is he doing? It's watching the sunrise. Watching sunrise. Okay. Where on lower boughs, where is the young one, young monkey? On the lower branches. Other lower branches, right? Is puny, means what is puny? Weak and soft, right? Offspring, what is offspring? Young one, young monkey. Young monkey, offspring. What does the young monkey do? What is it doing? It is jumping. Leap means jumping and playing. Very simple answer. Okay. Think properly and answer. What the puny offspring, the young monkey is doing? It is jumping about and playing. Okay. And far and near kokilas hail the day. Who are kokilas? They are the birds who belong to cuckoo family. Okay. It's also a beautifully singing birds, right? Hail the day. They welcome the day. What is meaning for hail the day? They welcome the day. Okay. Actually, who is watching the sunrise? The baboon is watching the sunrise. Who is welcoming the day? Kokilas are welcoming the day, right? Okay. And to their pastures went our sleepy cows. Where do the sleepy cows move? Where are they going? Where are the sleepy cows going? Imagine they are going towards pastures. What's meant by pasture? It's a grazing grassland. Okay, grazing grassland where cows go and graze so many grass, right? Wend means strolling, walking. What is wend? Walking or strolling. Who are walking? Sleepy cows are walking. Okay. Sleepy cows, and in shadow on the broad tank cast. Okay. So there is a shadow which is cast by a broad tank. Who is casting the shadow? Broad tank, right? Okay. To that whole tree is, whom does the whole tree refer to? It's the giant Casuarina tree. Which tree is so beautiful and vast? It is Casuarina tree. Why does the poet call it whole tree? Because the snow or the frost completely has been fallen on the tree and it looks white. So she calls it a whole tree because of the frost layers sedimented on it, right? The last line, the water lilies spring like snow and mist. Again, it's a water lilies are compared to a snow gathered, snow enmassed. It means it is again a simile. So comparison takes place, right? So where are the water lilies? They're under the tree, under the shadow. Okay, right? How they look like? It's looking like snow put together, snow gathered, right? So this is how the second stanza you have number of questions. Okay. And third stanza, but not because of its magnificence, dear is a Casuarina tree to my soul. It is not because of Casuarina tree is magnificent and it's so grand and it's beautiful, and it's not the reason for being so close to her, right? There is something else. Okay. Dear is the Casuarina tree to my soul. Okay. Who is so dear to the soul of the poetess? Casuarina tree, right? What is the reason for being so close? to this Casuarina tree. What's the reason? The reason is, when she was so small, when the poetess was so small, she played with her siblings and friends. This is the reason. Why does this tree become so close, so dear to the poet? If this is the question, the answer should be like this. When she was so small, when the poet was so small, she played with her siblings and friends. That is the reason why she loves that tree so much. Okay. So, though here's rolled. Sweet companions. One another question. Who are sweet companions? Sweet companions are our brothers and sisters and friends. Loved with love intense. They loved so much that there is no mistake in it, flaw in it. For that sake, for that reason, the tree has become so close to her heart. Okay, that is the reason why the tree be ever dear to her always. Okay, it is not that tree is very magnificent and beautiful. It has so many flowers on it, and the monkeys are sitting on it, and kokilas are hailing the day. It's not that. Okay, she of course she likes all those things, but more than all these visions, and she likes this tree, it is because under the tree they played. So she recalls the childhood days where she played with her friends. Okay, blend with your image. It is mingled with the image of the tree. So the love of the beloved and also brothers and sisters, they all mixed with the images of the tree. So image of the tree cannot be separated from the image of the children with whom she played, right? It shall arise, arising in memory always, right? Till hot tears blind my eyes. Hot tears. Why does she cries in this place? Why does she cry in this place? Why does she have tears in her eyes? What's the reason? So you may be asked this question, right? Why does she cry? Why does she weep? So this is a question may be asked, because she recalls her brother and sister who are no more now. It means who passed away when they were so small. That is why she cries when she recalls them, right? So what is the dirge-like murmur that I hear? What's a dirge-like? First of all, you must understand what is dirge, right? What is dirge? It's a lament song. It's a lament, especially sung at any funeral, especially. Okay, so it's a funeral song. Dirge is nothing but a funeral song. It's like a murmur that I hear. High refers to whom? High refers to whom? High refers to the poetess. Okay, and the Torudat. And she is hearing, what she is hearing? Dirge-like murmur. Who is making this dirge-like murmur? Who is creating this dirge-like murmuring sound? The tree is creating the dirge-like murmur. Okay, like a sea breaking on the shingle beach. It's like again it's a simile. Okay, sea breaking a shingle beach. So one more question can be asked. What is a shingle beach? Okay, it's a stony beach. Stony beach is shingle beach. So when the sea waves are hitting shingle beach, there will be a kind of strange sound. She hears that sound. So it's like a murmur of the tree. It is the tree's lament. She herself tells it is tree's lament. Whose lament is it? Okay, whose lament is it? Who is lamenting? Tree is lamenting. Which tree is lamenting? Casuarina tree is lamenting. So an eerie speech. She calls it eerie speech. Eerie is something very strange and frightening. Strange and frightening speech. Who is giving this strange and frightening speech? the tree again. Tree is giving this eerie speech. Okay. That happily means perhaps by chance, to the unknown land may reach. It may reach any place. Wherever I go, it follows me. She tells it follows me. Okay. That's why she cries. Stanza 4. Unknown, yet well known to the eyes of faith. To whom it is known. Whom it is known to. It is known to those who have faith. And she has the faith, therefore she knows that tree is crying, tree is weeping, tree is lamenting, tree is giving eerie speech, and all these things. It is unknown to other people. Of course, when she is among the crowd, when she is with other people, she is able to hear the sound of the wail. Okay. So, who is wailing? Second line, who is wailing? Who is crying? Wail means cry. Wail means cry. Okay. Weeping, crying. I refers to poet, right? I heard wail for a far away. Long distance, even when she travels long distance, distant lands. Many a sheltered bay, when she is in a sheltered bay, a bay is covered with, beach is covered with shadowy trees or sheltered bays, right? When slumbered, what is meant by slumbered? Slept. Sleeping, it refers to sleeping, right? In the cave, water wraith, apparition. Water wraith is apparition or it's a sea god, okay, which is responsible for the sea, okay. So, waves gently kissed classic shore of France and Italy. Which shore does she classify into classic shore? Beautiful shore. When she is spending a time in beautiful shores, okay, she recalls she hears the sound of the tree, okay. Which shore is classic here? It's of France and Italy, okay. So, these two shores are quite classic according to the poet. And beneath the moon, wherever, what does it mean? Wherever she went, she heard that song, that's the meaning of it. Under the sun, okay, it's like beneath the moon. So, when earth may lie tranced, a dreamy state, earth has gone to, what is tranced? It's a dreamy state, okay. Where earth lays tranced, a dreamless swoon, a faint-like situation. She, even at the time of sleep, a faint-like situation, she hears that music. Every time the music grows, who is composing the music here? Who is composing the music? Okay, the tree is composing the music, producing the music. Before my inner vision, inside she is able to see the form sublime, the grand tree, great tree, a magnificent tree, sublime, grand tree, whose form is so grand, whose appearance is so grand, the tree's appearance is so grand. Thy form, whose form? Tree's form. O tree, she calls O tree. The apostrophe again, it's a figure of speech apostrophe. As in my prime time, when she was so small, she saw the tree, okay, and she recalls as she had seen when she was so small in her native climate, where she refers to, she recalls her native climate, okay. Wherever she went, it means wherever she went, she recalled the tree, okay, as she enjoyed, okay, when she was so small in her native place, okay. So, these are some of the possible questions that can be asked, okay. Next answer. Therefore, I fain, I would consecrately. Therefore, I refers to, whom does I refer to? I refers to the poet or Thorudat. You must write like that. If you write Thorudat, that's right. If you write poet, that's right. Do not write any other thing. I refers to the poet. Okay. Fain means eager, eagerness, right? Would consecrately. What does would consecrately? What would consecrate a lay? What's meaning for consecrating a lay? It's nothing but composing a holy poem. Who is composing the holy poem? The poet is composing the holy poem. Consecrate a lay means composing a holy poem, right? Okay. Who is composing? The poet is composing. Two questions are there. Okay. In second line, unto thy honor. Why does she compose? Why does she want to compose a holy song to a tree? Okay, why does she do that? In order to glorify, in order to honor, in order to glorify the tree. Okay, beloved of those, beloved of those people, those refers to whom? Okay, who are those? Those are nothing but, as I told you earlier, are siblings and friends. Okay, third line, what is blessed sleep? Blessed sleep, it refers to death. She recalls her brother's death. Her brother died at very early age. Okay, he means yes, repose means they are resting in the death. Dearer than life to me. Who are dearer than life? These people are dearer than life to her. Alas, where are they? Where are they? They are not present at the moment. They don't exist. They don't exist at the moment. Okay, where are they? So even if they are not present, exist. Okay, I see them with the help of this particular tree. Okay, mayst thou be numbered. You be numbered. Of course, one day the tree may be dead. When my days are done, I also will die one day. My days will be gone. Okay, with deathless tree, she calls it deathless tree. Okay, like those in Borrowdale. This is one line where you get two questions. That is, where is a Borrowdale or what is a Borrowdale? Well, what is a Borrowdale? For this you must write, Borrowdale is a beautiful valley in England. Okay, so another question is, what is the alliteration mentioned here? What's the reference mentioned here? Okay, she mentions a small reference that William Wordsworth wrote a poem called Yew Tree. Yew Tree. Okay, in that particular poem, William Wordsworth has declared these trees or consecrated these trees as a holy, deathless trees. Like those yew trees, she also makes this tree a deathless one. Okay, and whose harmful branches are lingered pale. Already branches are looking awful. At any time it may fall. Okay, it's aged. Okay, lingered means still exist. Okay, traces are there, it means. Okay, so it has become so pale, at any time it may die, but she wants to consecrate, she wants to make it holy, and she wants to declare that this is a deathless tree. So it can overcome fear, trembling, hope and death and skeleton and time. She expresses her emotions. Okay, so in all her emotions, okay, she can see that therefore it is a deathless tree. And though weak the verse can be, our poem can be weak. Okay, but what happens? Good find thy beauty fain. Okay, the beauty fain, whose beauty is talked about? The beauty of the tree is talked about. Fain triggers. What is fain triggers? It's a eager repetition. She repeatedly sees the appearance of the trees in her mind. That's a fain rehearse. May love defend thee from oblivion curse. What is that? She prays to God that her love may defend, prevent this tree from the forgetfulness. People may forget this tree. Oblivion means forgetfulness. We have forgetfulness that will be forgotten one day, okay. But my love on the tree will prevent it from the curse of forgetfulness, okay. So, my love will safeguard this Casuarina tree from the curse of forgetfulness. This is how she ends this poem. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, you just can mention in the comment below, and never forget to subscribe and share. Thank you so much.